What's up, y'all? Deets here. Today we made this awesome Cajun pasta. It is delicious. Sausage, andouille sausage is in it, some shrimp is in it, lots of vegetables. This is great, and I can't wait to teach you how. Howdy y'all, today we're making a Cajun pasta and we're starting out by making a shrimp and vegetable stock that will eventually turn into our sauce. So here I am peeling shrimp, and the shrimp is going to be one of the proteins that we use in our pasta, but we're also going to hold on to the shells because we're going to use that in our stock. Other components being used to flavor our stock include garlic, carrots, onion, and a leek. Now these can all be cut into fairly large chunks, as we aren't actually eating them, we're just extracting their flavors. Into a big stock pot, we are drizzling in some olive oil, then tossing in our flavor components. Stir this occasionally, but you actually want these ingredients to stick to the bottom a little. The more color you see on the bottom of the pan and on the vegetables, the more flavor you're gonna get. You know, as long as you didn't burn the crap out of it. That's too much color. It also looks like an ancho chili was a little late arriving to the party, but that's okay. Next, cover your vegetables with water and let this simmer for at least 3 hours. And the best way to tell if this is done is to taste it as you go. When straining out the liquid, make sure to squeeze as much juice from the vegetables as possible. This is where a lot of flavor lives. Also, can we just take a second to acknowledge how bad of a spoon this is? I mean, I've never seen a spoon bend this easily in my life. This is a wimpy spoon. Anyways, this stock is going to be the base of our sauce. Into this we're adding just a knob of butter, a little bit of lemon, a few splashes of a dry white wine, and a little heavy cream. We're going to use a cornstarch slurry to thicken this up, and that's our sauce, baby. Vegetables we'll be adding into this pasta include green peppers, red peppers, and onions. I'm also slicing some andouille sausage on a pretty hefty angle. This is to increase the surface area of each slice. For sauteing our pasta toppings, fillings, toppings, whatever you want to call them, I'm being very particular. Now shrimp going first, because they're the only actual raw ingredient that I'm using, and I'm flipping them each individually to get even cooking and some good color. Next go into andouille sausage, and I'm actually using the same process of flipping them individually so they crisp up nicely. And before putting in our vegetables, I'll be adding in a little bit of butter and lemon juice to saute them in. Next we plop in our veggies and just a little bit of white wine just for fun. Now you actually want to wait a couple minutes before seasoning this mixture. The reason for this is you want the pores in the vegetables to open up to really take in that flavor. And I'm adding some cumin, paprika, chili powder, black pepper, and salt. And once these are all sauteed nicely, we can get our pasta rolling. Into our sauce, we're adding some noodles, preferably one with a lot of crevices for our sauce to stick to. Once that's all incorporated nicely, I'll be adding in some diced tomatoes and our sauteed toppings. Get that all evenly mixed together, and this bad boy is ready to go. So here we got our Cajun pasta. Lots of smells going on in here from all the different things and components that went into it. Let's see how this is. Right, there's a lot to think about with that. I had to take quite a few bites. You know, if there's one thing that stands out, it's the charred andouille sausage. That might be a standout, but even that's a little, everything's kind of subtle, which is nice. It's like there's no star player in this. Everything just really flows together. Everything really just jives with each other, which is good for a pasta like this because you know, you don't get everything in every bite, you know? I don't get a bite, every bite doesn't have that sausage, every bite doesn't have that shrimp. So with everything blending well together and just being very smooth together, I really like that. But this is awesome. And I feel like if you try this at home, you might, you know, do a couple new things, learn a couple new skills. And that is what we're all about. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Yo, you should definitely like, share, and comment, but in reality, I'm just happy that you watched. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you next time.